Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at Reforged Eden 2 beta for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we are starting on top of the Hydra in the center of the system that we were exploring in the last part, where, well, in fact what we were doing was taking down an abandoned mine so that we could get the robotics in order to be able to make the repair bay, which we're going to put onto the Makara. And since the end of that video, what I did is I went off and took down the second abandoned mine on the planet. That has given me, if I can find it, multiple heavy loaders. And what that is then given me, if we come to materials, if I can find the robotics, it's, you know, I've got 5 robotics now, so that means I can now come into here. And in theory, we can now make this repair platform. It says a mobile repair pad designed for repair and maintenance of spacecraft, including small vessels and capital vessels, requires a repair console. It says orientation cannot be changed. It says a maximum amount 1. Now, what I've done is I've assumed that this conflicts with the actual repair bay, the normal repair bay. Anyway, I'm just going to kick that off. So what I've actually done is I've removed the repair bay from the Makara. And the other thing I want to show you is that if we go to the harvest controller, if I go to the Hydra and we go to recycle, if I put one of these in and then we go back to recycle and look inside, what you'll see is each one of these heavy loaders gives 1 robotics plus some other fairly good looking loot actually. So I'd probably say that the easiest way to get robotics is to take down abandoned mines. It's not that they're excessively difficult, especially once you've got a decent set of armor and a few good weapons, rather than trying to hunt round and find, you know, in trading stations and things like that. Now, I don't know what the size of the repair platform actually is. It's 5 by 5. I think what we're going to do is repair, kind of find a location. We've got, it says there's a repair bay there, and we've got to go 5 by 5. I don't really want to kind of take out this kind of pattern on the top, so I'm assuming that it doesn't really make that much difference with respect to where we're going to go. I think what we'll do is I'm just going to come there. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like we might have a bit of an issue here. Do that way. Oh, we're actually taking out carbon blocks. I didn't realize. I'm a bit worried about. Is that a 5 by 5? Kind of didn't realize that. I think we might have a problem because these are half blocks, but they don't seem to go full depth. Well, we'll see what happens when. How are we going? That's the advanced constructor. So I get the right constructor. I think materials works back to. Are you working? Oh, we're still producing it. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut the video and I'll be back once it's actually been produced. Okay, welcome back. I think it's now been built. It must be, it should be, oh, there it is there. And we'll just drop this in. I think does that fit? Yeah, I think that fits in quite nicely. Right, we need to put a repair console in. Where's that? I think it's in the harvest controller. I think what I would like to do is kind of put it in there. Is give it a little bit of a test before we go anywhere. I know it looks a bit silly having the repair bay tucked in there, but I think it makes sense, because if I put it down inside the Hydra, I won't remember where it actually is. Right, I'm just going to remove the... Actually, I think what we can do is put the MX5 inside, because if all this works and it's all set up okay, what we're going to do is take the Lyssa, and then we will then put that, have a go at a little bit more combat and see how badly I do at it. And I suppose that's a good segue into saying, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. Now, I do get quite a lot of comments about my combat skills, and I'll be completely honest, whether it's Empyrion or No Man's Sky, I've never been particularly very good at space combat. I just don't know why. I think part of the problem is the fact that I've never been really big on combat unless it's necessary. I've never been like kind of destroy everything in sight just for the sake of destroying it type approach. I say my approach has always been more, yes, I'll fight where if it's necessary, but I don't fight just for the, just because it is. Right, what we're just going through the top. You can see this repair bay I put in for some time, but the only thing with this ship. Anyway, so I think the repair bay is in here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, it's just over there. And what we're going to do is load up the ship, because I know the Hydra's probably taken a little bit of damage, which I haven't repaired properly, so it'd be a good test to see if it will work. Okay, we've got the docking. Let me turn the power off. I'll have it. Let's see. I'm assuming that we are over. Okay, we need. So it's saying we need 382 repair charges. Now I took the repair charges out of the. So we should be able to enough. Why is it saying the repair is blocked? Is that because I'm stood? Okay, so that's not going to work, is it? So much for that idea. Right, what we're going to have to do is put this somewhere else. Actually, if I put it on automatic repair, automatic mode, if I walk away, will that repair it? Would that be easier just to say repair automatically? Because I must admit, I do like the idea of having that attached there so I know where it actually is. I suppose. Okay, so it's actually been done. I think that works actually better, actually. Let's see if we... It looks like we might have lost... So we need some copper, silicon, iron, carbon substrate. Must admit, I've got absolutely no idea what we lost. Will that repair? The only thing I can assume is that I lost a couple of blocks from the area. Okay. as I can put it in standby mode. Anyway, so we've managed to repair the Hydra. Now, I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to disengage the Fists of Lyssa. Oops. Power on. I'm kind of. Is it going to be worth putting the Fists of Lyssa on the Makara and see if it needs any repairs? That could be useful. Right. Because I have used it in combat. So what we will do is get back here. Apologies that we're kind of jumping backwards and forwards between the different ships, but you never know. The other thing I also need is ammunition. Let me just see. Materials. Go to ammo. Can't remember what the ammo is now. I think it's the 100 megajoules, isn't it? We may start with about 20 of those. Go out the side door. What am I doing? I'm meant to be moving the Hydra out the way, aren't I? Move the Hydra over. Better make sure it stays out. It's interesting that I had a thruster repaired. A quick look round. Right. Back to the Fists of Lyssa. The trouble with this ship is it's very difficult to see where we are. I use the Hydra as a guide. I don't think we've actually got to dock, have we? I've never been too sure about whether it's a necessity to actually dock. Let's turn the thrusters off. We'll just go and take a quick look. Right, it's saying that... Right, so it looks like there's some light damage. This so we don't have to dock. Okay. I must admit, I've always assumed that we had to dock. So we'll just let the Lyssa get repaired. Nicely repaired, everything up hunky-dory. Next thing, which I should have done for the Hydra, is we need to save the template. Just in case. And let me just look at the ammunition. We might be too far away from the Hydra. Let me see. We might be too far away. Oh no, we're not. Ammo. This Lyssa got 100 megajoules. Only got 330. I'm not sure whether that's going to be enough. What other ammunition? think to begin with, okay, we've got 400 megawatt laser charge. These don't need ammunition because they can't fire anyway. Kind of feeling that, well, the only way we're going to find out is to give it a go. What I will do is top up the shields there. Ammo. We'll take some of that with us as well. It's good. The oxygen situation is good. And what we're going to do now, with great trepidation, is we're going to go here. I think the info panel tells us, says, what was it over here? Well, we'll drop into here, and then if not, we can go. It says combat levels 1. We'll take a quick look at this and just see. And this is where I make a complete fool of myself. Right, we're just gonna. The advantage of being over here, we got a Kavira class cutter here. We got some laser sentry commands as well. That's the mediums, and these are the lights, aren't they? Whatever's ahead of us, let's just send out. I think we need the shields on. That might be helpful. Right, what we're going to do now is just make sure what's the settings. If I'm being extra cautious because this is going to be the first real battle, and I don't really know what to expect. Warp drive, turret thrusters. I think I'd rather you focus on thrusters and generators. Then what I'll do is I think if we can blast, kind of absorb the punishment, we might be able to get something out of it. The only downside is that I don't think I brought a core with me. Oh, yes, I have. I've got a salvage core. Right, we're just gonna. Right, I can see a Kavira class cutter in here. We got a plasma sentry control, a laser sentry control. In terms, I can't see what else. I think maybe if we start by knocking on the door of one of the turrets. I know those. It's like we got multiple. But it's buried in the center. There is. I think we're. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Wasting ammunition. Got getting errors, which is not good. I don't really want to. See, there's that in the center there. I think if we can draw them out. There's a Kavira plus cutter there. Maybe if we not getting a response from these guys. And of course, we're going to have to get up close and personal with these. It's 3-on-1 at the moment, plus interceptors. This could be a mistake, but if we don't actually go for it, I'm aiming for the main fuselage because I think that's where. Now, these, as far as I know, these have multiple cores in them. Go on, I want you to hit the. Gonna wait. change. Because I might want to upgrade the ship. Right, I think we got one. Put away. I think we're getting a little bit too close. We need a chance to rebuild the shields. I think we'll stick with the... I'm actually quite a little bit impressed by the light, the actual light plasma. Okay, up close and personal. Trying to hit through the center. Okay. Hit with the heavier. Ammo missing. Okay. Pull back. Just try and pull them away again. Just let the shields build back up again. I say this is more an exercise in just seeing what we can do with the Fists of Lyssa. And it's, of course, this is my first serious combat for quite some time. Okay, we're nearly back up. This guy is a little bit out on his own. So I need to keep an eye out for that thing in the center. I suppose the best technique is to focus on one ship at a time and then just suck up the damage from the other one. We need to kind of hit the center there and see if we can hit the generators. Ah, gotcha. Right, there's a third, should be who's firing at us from over here? Okay, we got another one coming in. Get within range. I think the turrets are doing more damage than I am. Be better. I think the trouble with this is it's got restricted visibility. You get more realistic. We'll go back to the lights. I think it might be better if I press F6. We don't really need we know what we're shooting at, so he's not gone yet. There he goes. Now, as far as I know, these guys have got multiple cores, so oh, he's dead. Okay, well, it's going to take a little bit of a risk here. As I say, I've got a salvage core, but where are you? Oh, he's spinning. This is going to be a little bit problematic. Simply, okay. We're going to have to try and get the Fists of Lyra in a bit closer. Can't remember if I actually saved the template, actually, come to think of it. Although, I don't think we've taken that much damage. I suppose he's going to spin away from me. Okay. See if we've destroyed all the cores. This is going to, apologies that this is going to be a little bit, nope, foreign core detected. But there's still a core in here and he's spinning. I hate it when these ships, I hate looting, trying to loot ships. You've probably got a large container extension in here. There's the core. Trouble is there's not much left. Oh, there's a loot box over there. Horrible. Stop it. I'm trapped inside now. Right, guys, this is giving me a slight attack of motion sickness now. I think I've got trapped within the... Oh. Haha. I don't want the... Well, we got that. Top tip, don't go inside a spinning ship. I can't seem to get out. Can I get out this way? Oh, this is... Oh, got out. So you can see that's the core. I think these things actually have 2 cores. I mean, it'd be nice to get the ammunition, the other stuff from that, but I've had enough of that. We did get at least 1 loot box. Trouble is, you've got to be so destructive. On the positive side, because it's got a core in it, won't de-render. It would just end up spinning around like that. See if we can press F6. Let's see if we can have a little bit more luck with the other ones. Maybe if they're not spinning. Don't think... Is this guy spinning? He's spinning a little bit. Was that because I just rammed him? Let's try the other one. I think this one's spinning a little bit as well. Well, especially now I've nudged it. Okay, we're just gonna see if I can do anything better than this. Trouble is, yeah, this one's spinning even worse. See if we can. Yeah, still haven't got the core in the center. I think let's just have a look round and see it. I mean, it'd be great if we could take one of these down, but I think the problem is that the... No, apologies guys, I can't keep looking at those ships. It's starting to affect my motion sickness. Which is a little bit of a disappointment because we could have got some trouble. This is one of the reasons why while combat's fun, it's one of the reasons why I don't really like it that much. Simply because it is, you know, unless you completely destroy the ship. I know if you kind of hit something like an infector or something like that, you can get something. What we will do is just and this might be the height of stupidity, but we'll just go and check out the mining facility. 1.86 kilometers, level 4. It's probably got a fairly powerful. Should wait for all the weapons to. Yeah, wow. We don't have enough ammunition to take all that lot down. Well, we took down three fairly light ships. I think that kind of proves the pedigree of the Mists of Lyssa. What we're going to do now is I'm just going to go back to the Matara, because I want to see what type of damage we got, and I think I need to possibly reappraise the weapons configuration. Anyway, so we're just going to head there. So here we are, we're just coming up on the Makara. Just get in here. Oops, up a bit. Just going to, we'll put the over the repair bay. Turn the shields off. Just broken me leg. Done it again. Wow. Obviously, I've just triggered the repair mechanism. I'll go in here. That didn't take long to repair. It looks like we only sustained light damage. Just need to. Where's the O2 tank? Do that. I think it was set out there. Let's just see if we lost any blocks or anything like that. Where's the repair bay? Okay, so we didn't lose any blocks, but we must have taken some light damage. We got an advanced upgrade kit, some promethium cells, some sarcosium, some esterium. Whoops. I think I've just accidentally deconstructed it, haven't I? Okay. Put you all in there. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake. Materials. Repair bay. Where are you? And of course, all the actual materials would be in the repair platform. So all I've done is kind of messed up the thingy. Okay, ammo box. Put you back. In there. Okay. Put you in standby mode. I will look at the here and save you. Have a look around and see. Yeah, I think the ship did quite well. The question is about armaments. I think at the moment I quite like this mixture of light. I know they says that you don't. I think the main damage is done by these, but I think what I wouldn't mind doing, I don't know, have I got any? I wouldn't mind putting some light turrets on just to deal with those interceptors. Yeah, if I got any light turrets or anything. Products. We got a couple of kinetic weapons, low damage versus energy shields. A couple of medium automatic turrets. Let me just see. These, so we got retractable. We got medium Gatling turrets. This can do Damage against creatures, wildlife, can be used in both space and atmosphere. This uses AP rounds. Actually, I quite like the cannons, actually. Of course, they're relatively cheap to build as well, so if I put you there, that gives us 35.228 cannon shells. I think I've got piles of those anyway. It's not like I need them. Where's the ammo? Wow, these need tungsten. Okay, that's no good. I'm not gonna. There's no point having shot ones which need tungsten. So okay, back to. I'll just use the AP rounds then. So this is 20 by 102mm AP rounds. See what we've got any of those. And what we got to do is make a pile of these. I think I've got some of those. So these are the ones, the 20mm by 102mm APs. I think I've got some of those in my ammo thingy. We've got 1500 at the moment. You could always top some of that up with some more of those. Actually, I think I might have some. Yeah, I use them in the Merc as well. So we got 1500. We probably could make need to make a few more of those. And then just to finish off, what we're going to do is we're going to create a group, call it close defense. There. And then we're add you. Add you to close defense. This ship's not going to put down on this. We don't need predators. Not hover vehicles. We're not going to attack bases. Your job is not going to be to attack capital vessels. Your job is to attack small vessels. And we're going for thrusters and generators. Okay, apply to group. So the job of these will be to basically to provide close-in support for the actual ship itself, especially against interceptors. So you're going to be my kind of anti-aircraft defenses. And the motion sickness is starting to kick in a little bit. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to have a little think about whether to go up to medium weapons or just keep this configuration for the moment. In the next part, I think what we're going to do is carry on with our exploration of what we're doing. Maybe we'll go into this occupied comm station and see if we can take on something a little bit more. But to do that, I'm going to need to make a pile more ammunition, I think, of both the what do we need? Of the 50 and 100 megajoules, so that we can do it, and of course quite a lot more 20 by 102 APs. Oops, just shot the ship. Anyway, so until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.